Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another tremendous video. It has been a wild week for me, to say the least. I have not been on here much because I have basically been hacking my lungs up due to seasonal pollen allergies. So yeah, today I slept I'd say about 8 good hours in the bed today, but that's okay. Still want to get on here and talk to you guys about Tree. Want to let you know what's going on. We have got some really good things coming up, and we are right on time for our NFTrees to launch on May the 4th. The chart, to say the least, has been wild today. We're going to pull that up. We're also going to pull up the rebranding of SuiDex, in which it is much easier to buy and trade Tree now. So we're going to go over some of the features on that. You can see right up here in the corner, Mr. Tree Hero is etching out one of the NFTrees right now. So yeah, it's we're in really good shape. All right, so let's let me pull this screen up for you guys. And we are going to go to the chart. The chart is pretty brutal today, but let me get this pulled up here. One moment. All right, here we go. All right, so zooming out. This is going to be on the 15-minute. Let me actually pull up the 4-hour. So you can see we had a massive pump recently, and there's been a sell-off. Well, what's been interesting about this sell-off, it's only been one or two wallets that are really selling a lot. We had a big liquid holder who's decided to sell much of his bag. What's been really good to see is in our liquidity, we're still getting ads all the time. Still getting consistent on that. We've had a couple of removals today, but for the most part, the liquidity that's been committed to LP is not really fundamentally changed that much. So that's been really good to see. But wanted to show you guys that. All right, so I guess see some people coming in here now. But again, and sorry for my voice tonight. It's just, man, I'll tell you, it's these allergies. All right, so if you guys did not catch Richie's live today, I'm going to go over with this. I'm going to go over this as well with you. It is even easier to swap tree, add to LP, and to do quite a bit more. So let's go over here to swap. If you go to swap, this is obviously, you can go to tree. You can go right here, still just like on SuiDex before, and you can buy some tree if you want. That still works great. Now on here, this is the new feature that's available that I absolutely love. So you can go on here, you can go down and pick the tree pool, and on here, all you have to do is now here's what's neat. So on this, you can do SUI, you can do USDC, you can do Victory, or you can do Tree. So depending on which asset that you pick, if you do SUI, USDC, if you do SUI, USDC, or Victory, what it'll do, it will sell half of it. And in the case of SUI, it'll sell half the SUI and buy Tree. If you do USDC, it'll wind up selling all the USDC and split it half Tree, half SUI. And also that case in Victory. And if you do Tree, it will sell half the Tree, and then it will put it directly in the LP that way. So in this case, what we're going to do, we're going to take SUI, and let's do 10. And if you want to do it directly into the farm, which would be a smart thing to do so you can earn rewards, you want to go, we're paying 54.42% APR right now. So all you do is you hit zap and stake. And then once you hit zap and stake, it will come up. Let's see here. I tell you earlier, I had it on testnet, couldn't figure out what was going on. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I don't know why it's showing it up. I'll ask Richie. Richie will be online shortly. We'll get that figured out. I'm sure it's something simple to fix it. All right. So over in pools, you can go directly into LP this way as well. You can zap in over here. You can go down and pick the same thing I was talking about earlier. You can pick between SUI. You can also pick SUI, Victory, USDC, or Tree. There we go. That works. Then that way I zapped directly into LP. And then if you want to go into the farm, you can do it just like this. And it's just zap and stake. It's the exact same way. And then when you come on here, yeah, something's off kilter there. All right, so here's the other big change. The other big change is that farms, there's no more Sui farm site. So the farms tab is right here. And what has happened is they have a couple of different compounding options. So if you go over to my positions, I actually claimed earlier, but I've got a small amount here. So if you want to play ball, and if your heart is in SuiDex for a long time, which mine is, you can obviously come down here. You can compound the individual positions, but if you go to compound all, they have what's called standard, and they have what's called sustainable. So standard, what that means is that will basically compound your victory rewards back into whatever pool that you're in. So that involves sell pressure on victory token. And if you guys have any questions about this, drop a comment. So, but what I like to do, I like to do the sustainable portion of it. And also there is a new let's see, let's go to victory real quick. I don't know if you guys caught this today, but the token locker has now been rebranded to X Victory. So now that it has been rebranded to X Victory, the green token is essentially the non-tradable token that you lock in the X Victory, well, whatever plan that you choose. That the locker has gone from, instead of locks, they call them plans. So there's a 7-day, 3-month, 1 year, and 3-year plan. So whenever you come on here and when you lock your tokens, they basically swap from Victory to X Victory. And when you swap them over to X Victory, whenever your plan is done, it converts back one for one back to a Victory token. And obviously the SUI you can still claim every week. Now the with the 3-year plan, your APR on Victory is now 133.79%. It went up because the emission shift just crossed over to phase 4. Now that we're over to phase 4, you have to catch the minute details earlier on it. But now the emissions, the APR emissions went up for X Victory, and the LP pools and the single stake. The single stake lost the most. I think it was 5% that single stake lost. But as you can see, if you go over 2 farms, you can still see, if you go down to Tree, that it's still paying 54.35% APR, which is great. So let's go back over to, all right, so we're in farms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my positions. I'm going to go to compound all, and I'm going to go to sustainable. And especially now that the APR in the X Victory has gone up more, I really want to try to each time that I claim that I add some to the token locker each time. So I'm going to go with the 3-year plan, and I'm going to make sure I do sustainable. So I want to make sure to do it in tree, sustainable, compound all. And then when we do that, I mean, it's low, already claimed earlier. It must be too low. Let's see. Let's go to X Victory. So here's what I had earlier. Let's go to max. Let's go to 3-year. And then let's go to lock victory. There. Sure, it was a minimum earlier on that, but that went in just fine. All right. So you can see that's locked for 1,095 days, and that is going to earn every day on it. So I have 42 locks. My total is 617,000 victory, just a hair below 618,000. So that is going well. And then this Sunday, I'll have some SUI to claim out as well. All right. So another new tab in this is portfolio. This is one of my accounts, asset allocation. And you can see it's got laid out. I like to have a little Bitcoin in there. X Victory, SUI Victory, SUI Tree, SuiTrump, and Victory USDC. So, and there's the staking, there's a wallet unstaked. The majority of the tree that I have is obviously in the tree treasury, and that is just in LP providing for you guys. All right. So the biggest news coming up today is May the 4th is the NFTrees are going to be ready, guys. So where can you find them? You'll be able to find them on tree-token.net. And especially when you come on here, you'll see a pop-up that will come up for that. It's obviously not live yet because May the 4th is not here. Make sure that you do have your 5 million tree in place before May the 4th. That way you can get your NFTrees. I want to let you guys know that they are going to be $25 a piece instead of 50. Wanted to lay that out for you guys tonight. That way, because I know a lot of people wanted to get more into it. Let's go on here. Something else that is pretty good right now. If you go down to 5 million. 5 million tree right now is $291.15. So if you want to get it in there, you can have it liquid, you can have it staked, you can have it wherever you want. Oh, here's Richie. Hello, good sir.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Very well. Very well. What's been going on?
Going over everybody, man, the new features on SuiDex, showing them how they can zap in, zap out.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Richie, got a question. So when I was let me pull this up. Let's see. Richie, on here, I was showing everybody in the pools zap in. So watch what happened. If I go down to tree and I do 10, I must not have been holding my tongue right when I was doing this. Oh, of course. Now that you're on here, it's not doing it. It was showing an error message earlier. It wouldn't let me bind it.
Oh, strange.
Yeah,
but now it's working.
Oh, it's working great now. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, let me know if it happens again. It might have just been an RPC or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All these things happen on SUI. You never really know what's going on half the time.
Right. Richie, love the X Victory, man. Love the rebrand. This is
it's much. I think it's easier to understand, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because like with the plans now, Richie, what does this mean? Consolidate victory fragments.
That's if you have like a lot of liquidity, and say you're making liquidity tokens and then you're claiming out the farm, then you're breaking those tokens on Sui. What happens is that like all your coins get like fragmented into many pieces.
Yeah.
So because victory is like highly in LP, it's you can end up with like objects of the same coin of 20, 30, 100, 500. So that just means it will put all your victory back into one object.
Nice. Yeah, it just said it just claimed 2 fragments for me. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like before you had an issue with the tree token, right? Trying to do something on SuiDex with it because you had to like bind them all back together, right? So
Correct.
it's like you can also do it in Nightly Wallet. They have like a function for merge. It's just another one of these things on Sui that they expect people to understand. But people don't really even know what happens, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now, man, just telling everybody about May the 4th. Well, we're on schedule for launch on that. Really excited.
Awesome.
Tree is obviously on a discount right now. So yeah, it's pretty easy to qualify to get into it.
So you need the 5 million tree, right?
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, so if it's on course, then just fire me over some graphics and we'll or the base like what's need like call to action, what you want people to do.
Yes.
And like slogan, I guess, base information, then we'll get a banner up on SuiDex for the launch.
Yeah. Yeah, really excited about it. And it's going to show up right here on tree-token.net. I'll actually get the call to action and the other graphics over to you. It's 9:31 p.m. here.
Nice.
But I'll be sure to get it over to you tomorrow. That way we can really get some good hype going over the weekend.
Yeah, someone sold some tree, I see.
Yeah. Right?
No, I'm still holding. I've got it on my entire bag. We'll have to add more now. I mean, because the pump that you had proves like it just takes demand and the market moving in the right direction, and then tree's just going to fly. And still
Yeah.
100% convinced it's still going to continue to fly.
Yeah.
But actually, like looking at the top holders, it's more even now than it was before, which is a good thing for health.
Right. Yeah, and that's pretty exciting to see. I mean, even if somebody had a bunch of liquid tree or whatever, hey, get it over with now. That way, as we get into this busier crypto season, man, it'll work out better, you know?
Yeah, for sure. We're good. We're good. Gonna have to buy more tree now.
Yeah.
This is the issue though, like that I'm seeing again and again on Sui, right? Is that yes, we can get momentum behind the tokens, right? But then the hardest thing is getting new people onboarding into Sui, which is really challenging in this market. So it becomes quite circular, right? You have like people who are in one thing, and for example, with Tree, like so you see some selling today, right? You can probably guarantee that the selling on Tree is someone going into another project on Sui, probably. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So they're just circulating in. So it's the same circle of investment going around and around. It means that we'll never really see long-term growth on Sui assets until we see the next wave of new money entering into the market. And it's not happening on Sui yet, is what I've noticed. So it's about getting all your ducks in line right now for that, whenever that time is. And that's exactly what we're doing, It's continuing building community, building trust, building utilities out. Because I mean, if you go like DeFi Llama and you look at the TVL of Sui, it's stagnant almost since the beginning of the year, essentially. So since in January it went down, and then since February it's been 600 million, and today it's 500 million. So it's just slowly trickling down. You can see that from the end there from 2026. So it's very much in hopefully the bottom consolidation. It could continue to trickle down a little bit more before it finally capitulates, and then that's the bottom signal for SUI's overall TVL. But it's what you got to watch, because once you start to see the upturn happening, that's generally when you start to see more investment coming in, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the easiest way to get money over here in the US into SUI is through Coinbase,
Okay.
because they can literally just send they can send SUI from Coinbase to Nightly, Slush, or whatever it might be.
But then if you check base chains TVL over time, like it's completely the opposite to SUI. Even in a bear market, it's growing, right? It's continuing to onboard new users, onboard new money into their DeFi protocols, which ultimately means there's more fresh capital to share around smaller caps. So this is the problem that, that's not our problem. That's what the SUI Foundation have to solve, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. Or they're going to end up or it could end up like Polygon or Avax, right? Where the funds, the hype never returned. It just didn't come back from like 2022.
I can tell you this. I'm thankful that SuiDex is triple security audited with all the crap that's happened recently.
Yeah, man. But a lot of that, like, what did they have? They had Drift on Solana, then they had Volo on Sui, then
and
Aftermath.
Also, what was it? The platform with the shell creature on it. Oh gosh, what was it called?
The shell. Turtle.
Yeah, seashell.
Oh, Scallop. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, they got hacked too.
Yeah, they did. All different ones though. Scallop got hacked because they had like an old version of their protocol still usable, but no one ever used it, and then someone hacked that and found a way to extract money. The Aftermath looks like it was a really simple code error in their perpetual DEX, and that's what brought that one down. But SUI Foundation said they're going to give 100% of the money back to the people for that. So that's interesting, because the SUI Foundation really pushed Aftermath and their new perpetual DEX. They were behind it. They were tweeting about it all the time, really supporting it, and then it gets it gets exploited or hacked. But it's not funny they're going to stump up the money. But then if SUI Foundation are going to give $1.1 million to pay back everyone who was exploited on Aftermath, where is that $1.1 million coming from? Is that going to be sell pressure on SUI token later? Like, you can't just print 1.1 million, right?
Right.
You gotta find it somewhere. But a lot of these hacks seem to be human error as well. People losing.
Yeah, Volo was keys getting exposed, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's doable, because a lot of these people are now using their like AI Copilot to build, because they can ship faster, they can build more things, they can security check faster, which is really handy. But it means also that you're going to be exposing a lot of your internal protocols, secret funds, right? Secret phrases, either your private key, your seed phrase, which you're going to be giving to your Copilot to help you run your protocol or make changes. And then it just takes that one time where you don't clean up after you're finished, essentially wipe or store those keys in some kind of vault, right? Or encrypt them so that they can't be pulled or seen even by the AI, But some people, I guess, when they don't do that, then they're opening up themselves to being hacked. Or, imagine you click on the wrong link. People used to think, oh, now I'll just get my wallet drained. But now they're trying to phish the actual developers to try and get them to get access to their private keys, to then access their computers, get into their AI infrastructure, and extract all the information they can. So it is, I think that's the big human error that's happening at the moment for DeFi. Seems like a lot of them are, anyway. Yeah. But so SuiDex is triple audited. But most importantly, the contracts for SuiDex are immutable, which means we can never change them. So that would be the farm contract, the emission on the farm, the X Victory emission, the swap router and swap functions, everything there is completely hard coded, so it can never be altered by us, even if we wanted to change it.
You just changed the UI on this, right?
Yeah, I just changed the UI. Yeah, I changed the UI and I changed up how it's understood.
Yeah.
It still works the same way. Like if you go into choose plan, close plan, beside the get victory, close plan. So this will show like your plans that you have and how they're progressing through. So the more plans you have there, the more it's going to show. Let's do a 1
week for the sake of this. Let's see. Let's do 7 days. Let's do. Gotta love it now, guys. You can put SUI right in, do it right out.
Yeah, there's some guys who really farm the 7-day one actually, because you get quite high APR. It's single stake, like 50% APR for a 7-day stake on victory.
You can't beat it.
They just rotate basically. They just keep it in the 7-day and just go in and in and in. I've seen that since launch actually. It's some people's tactics. So when you create the plan, then it's gonna show in your total plans at the top. So now you're gonna have 2 plans, or where we have active plans 43. Oh my god, you got a lot of plans. So because before that would have really cluttered up your UI, right, with 43 plans showing all doing the same thing, giving you victory and some of them giving you SUI, right? So then now if you go to close plan, you can now should be able to see all of your plans there in the progress bar. But I tested it with one.
There's 7-day, and then
there they are. Yeah, so this shows all your plans. I need to fix the timing bug on the 3-year. They are all winding down. Don't worry. It's just the UI. I need to make a mathematical equation there.
Here's a good question: will there be a way to combine plans in the future?
No. Immutable, cannot be changed. I couldn't combine the plans if I wanted. So all these plans are going to wind down as they want, because to combine a plan, you'd have to take like a 1-year and a 3-year plan and then change the time, which would mean that we'd have to completely refigure out the maths on how much rewards you get, and that would have to be per user. It would be thousands of calculations for every plan. It's not worth the time. So this will just work as it works for the next 120 weeks is how X Victory works. Now I consider X Victory completely finished in terms of, apart from that small bug I saw in the 3-year, it's not showing the time. But in terms of like the way it looks, the way it functions, I'm pretty much done with the rebrand for it. And my focus now is to try to build something new for Victory Coin. Because now people have somewhere they can clearly see, okay, I can stake Victory in there. I can stake it for this amount of time. I'm going to get rewards. And that's the simplest way to see it, right?
Yeah.
So, and over time, at the moment, we just went into phase 4. So that's 40% of all the rewards on the entire SuiDex are now going into the X Victory. We then move into phase 5, which would be when 47% of all rewards go in, and then finally phase 6. But I mean, this is the phase 4 to phase 5 is a long time. That's 50 weeks? So it's a year, right? So we're going to be sitting for a year from now, getting into phase 5. So definitely the big startup of the protocol is already ended now. It's phase 4. So now it's 1 year of X Victory paying 40%. All the allocation of victory going into the X locker. So that's
I can tell you this.
To build up.
I can tell you this, in the farms, man, the APRs are still paying out great. I mean, that is absolutely great.
No, I want them higher, but the only way to do that is to pump victory. We need to get more buy pressure on it. So that's my aim. I want to, at the moment this morning, like after I got back, I was just running through, I've got a bunch of ideas for what I want to build for victory.
Yeah.
It's just trying to get the right balance of engagement and longevity is the key, right? Because we're so used to like quick flips of things people go into for 1 or 2 weeks and then they exit out of them, right? But I need something that people will be building and enjoying for a year, not just for a month. Because if we make it too short-sighted, like in the Telegram, someone said, why don't I just make depth for SuiDex, right? Which is a good idea if we wanted to just pump the victory price in the short term, we could make some form of a high emission sort of protocol like depth for victory. But the thing is that it's extremely hard to maintain such a high APR payout for, say, a year. I don't think it's really been done before, right? So it's a good idea, but I'd rather build something which is like a slow bleed, engaging and enjoyable DeFi project, which people want to come back to and use month 1, month 3, month 4, month 5, and then we can actually build on top of it, as opposed to launching just a high risk, high return ROI style project, which yes would pump victory, but say 2 months from now, victory might just go back down to what it was before, right? And then we're left with more emissions and more problems than we had 2 months before. So it's definitely got to be carefully built.
I can tell you this: what's really exciting for Tree coming up, to try to get some buy pressure on it. First and foremost, the revenue from NFTrees, the treasury, the Tree treasury is going to make a significant buyback on Tree, but the Garden Battles game, yeah, the treasury. But what's going to happen is the Garden Battles game, SUI is going to be used as your wager when you come in to battle, and then the winner is going to go home with, I believe it's 80% of the of what's wagered, and then the protocol will use the remainder to buy Tree and either lock it away or to burn it. So it's we're really looking forward to that.
That's cool. This is so. I mean, people are sleeping on it. Once it's realized, like what, May the 4th? It's 3 days away. So what's the rollout going to look like then? So what can people expect on the 4th of May to happen?
So what'll happen is they're going to see the links will be posted right here on tree-token.net of where to get it, where the whole link is. It's all on testnet right now. So we're getting it all laid out. I've got a surprise for you. You're going to enjoy the one that's nice. that's coming. There's going to be 5 rare SuiTrump ones coming out, 1 for you and 4 that you'll be able to give away as long as somebody has joined the SuiNS community nice. To be able to do it.
That'd be fun. That's going to be fun. And then we'll get the banners up on SuiDex as well to promote the upcoming mint. So the May the 4th is going to be the mint, right?
Yes. Yes,
and then
absolutely.
And are you planning the game launch to be around the same time, or you're gonna hold off on the game launch for a little bit?
So we're gonna mint out, and then the game will launch 48 hours later. So that's how we're gonna do it.
All right.
Just to make sure we get a solid mint out, and then we go from there.
What's the price going to be on the NFTs?
$25. $25 a piece.
$25. How many NFTs?
5,000.
It's a good number. Strong number. Tremendous.
Yeah. We were originally going to do it at $50 a piece, Richie, but we talked about it. Bear market. I mean, there's still the 5 million tree requirement, but $25 that'll give everybody a chance to snag them, and then that gives a much better chance of everything getting minted out. Got Wrecked Riches in the house.
What's the benefit of holding multiple tree NFTs to holding one?
So the benefit is you can actually stake multiple NFTrees on the everybody do what he does, buy 300 of them. So the benefit is you can actually stake multiple trees on the site to earn rewards from each one. So that's basically the benefit on that.
Okay, so the more you can stake, then the more you can earn, right?
That's correct. Yes. And a lot of that buy-in that we're going to do is going to go. Let's see. Is it possible to invest victory to be used in the funding of our bot that will get people money? Richie was showing off weeks ago. Yeah, tell us about the R bot, Richie.
I haven't had time to tweak it, so at the moment it's off because the SuiDex rebuild took pretty much all of my attention and compute. Also, I mean, since I made the art bot, I've completely rebuilt SuiTrump.com. That's done, and I've made a V3, and then I completely revamped with Michael. We completely revamped the SuiDex site and added all the tools, and now the V3 is in audit. Actually, it's being audited right now. So once V3 contract gets back with hopefully a clean audit, then we will launch that as well. I'm going to launch it initially on SuiTrump.com with some pairs, but the pools are verified as SuiDex V3. So I already have the SuiDex, the SuiTrump Sui pool is live already. So if there's no problems in the audit, then it means I don't need to remove that liquidity, change the contract, and put the liquidity back. So then it would just be a case of opening it up so public can use it, and then adding other V3s to SuiTrump.com so people can try it. And while I wait for fully launching it on SuiDex, because for the launch for SuiDex with the V3, what I want to do is also incentivize with Victory Coin. So for example, if you add the liquidity with Victory and Sui into the V3, then you'll get Victory and Sui based on the trading volume rewards, just like any V3, but you'll also get extra Victory coins as well rewarded. I want to also choose different coins on SuiDex which have good LP and good volume, and also incentivize them with some Victory rewards as well. So we need
what pairs are you going to start with?
We'll probably take our top ones. So if we come and have a look at who's the top boys on SuiDex, then we'll have to go Victory, SuiTrump, Sui USDC, and Tree and Sui. There we go.
Okay.
Simple, right? I don't want to do too many because then people get confused, and choice is a killer. So if we just have, I think, 4, I'd like to add Tree to it because I think you love liquidity. So why not?
Yes.
You know?
I love liquidity.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole idea for V3 is so then the liquidity won't be the same as the V2. So it would actually be like having 2 layers of liquidity on SuiDex. And the benefit of having V3 liquidity is that it can be used, because now our swapper, it routes through many dexes. It doesn't just use the SuiDex liquidity pools. So when you swap these tokens now, it would route through SuiDex V2, SuiDex V3, and also Cetus and 7K on the swapper, which gives us more volume on the protocol. And with V3, you can actually buy more when the range is tighter. And people generally like to squeeze the range quite tight on V3 because it gets you more rewards.
Right.
So then the benefit for us is that we can get more daily volume. And one of the reasons I think that Sui don't really pay much attention to what we do is because our technology is V2, and I think they look down on V2 technology. I don't think they're very interested in it.
Really?
It's inefficient. Sui was always built on V3, so I think they don't like the idea that we run a V2 because it's not useful for them really. So I think by having V3 liquidity as well, it's easier to aggregate into all the other different dexes that exist on Sui, and we'll probably be able to get a little bit more friendly conversations going if we have this liquidity as well. So I've been concentrating on that. So in terms of the art bot, I need to come back to it and start working through what to do to get it running better. But I don't really want to take other people's money for a bot. It's too risky. It's not something I've really been interested ever in providing for anyone.
I'll tell you, man.
And if I did have an art, if I did make say I made an art bot and it could make like $100 daily, I would never share it.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'd never share the code. I'd never share the structure. I'd never share anything. I just earn the money. I think anyone who's sharing you a bot that can make money every single day is just trying to scam you.
Yes.
It's honestly my opinion. Like,
hey, talking about the V3 and SuiDex, man, since Tree is on Turbos and Cetus, so that should that'll give it a chance to aggregate it also, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. I was just putting myself live. I realized I wasn't on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Da-da-da. Oh,
SuiTrump, the chart's looking great, man.
Getting some breakup. What's happening? My internet's dying again.
Got to get that VPN going, man.
Yeah, I'm changing it. Peter, are you there?
Yes.
Getting robot sounds.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's my connection though. I'm changing it.
Is it the Sui e-girls doing it?
Yeah, it's the Sui e-girls. Must be.
Richie,
Yeah,
even though the victory chart is down, man, it seems to be consolidating sideways pretty well.
It's okay, but it's a slow bleed at the moment. It's a slow downward trend, and that's what I want to change. I want to get back in. I want to kill a zero firstly. That's really important for me.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like, because I'll tell you what I've been like thinking about, right? So there's different games I've seen. Games are like, you know, return on investment games essentially that I've seen across the crypto space, which generally get quite good viral building. If you look at things like Potato Land, I can show you some examples actually. If let me see, I'll share my screen. This one. So like, of course, on Sui, the biggest game in terms of virality is Potato Land. This is a massive build, though. I'm not looking to go as developed as they are. So what you have here is they started with, there's so much going on. So they started with, you stake your NFT land. They minted some lands. You stake your land. That's how they started. It was very simple, right? Buy land. And then you merge the land. And the land then staked and you earn resources. So you have the resources. And then they use the resources to buy tools. So you buy tools, right? And then you can combine your resources. So you're, you know, I have some stone. I need water and stone to make stone plants. So you're kind of like combining resources to make more resources. Here I can make some wooden planks if I want. This building. Then they went from there to combining your tools to make tool sets. And then they went to heroes, which can then patrol and you can put weapons on them. And then they just released the next part of it, which is their proving grounds, where if you have a hero, you can like go and fight these guys and battle, right? So of course this is a year or so more in the making that they've put together here. Yeah, I won. I got a mushroom. So there's lots going on here with Potato Land. The other one that's, and this is a bit too complicated for SuiDex because but in a sense to launch like this because it's such a large build. But they started really simply. They started with just the idea of having a land piece or ownership of part of what they are going to be building. So I quite like that idea. If we come to bubbles, so this is Bubble Wars. This is also on Sui. It's pretty good. It's simple, way simpler. It's more similar to like Clash of Clans. So what you're doing here is you have your bubble hall and you upgrade your bubble hall with their two tokens. So they have Bub Coin and Bubbles Coin. And these get burned when you upgrade and you have gold. If you want to get gold, you generally have to buy gold. So you go to the shop and then you can buy gold with Sui, right?
I'm going back onto Bubbles right now to follow along with you.
Yeah. Then you have a gold mine, which can mine you more gold. So the more you upgrade this. And of course, the longer you play this, the longer, just like Clash of Clans, the more time you have to wait for an upgrade, the more you have to pay, and kind of exponentially gets more. And I like this one, and I like Potato Land because there's no end to the game. A lot of these other ROI games which exist, like before I was covering the Tether King, which eventually drained, and it was actually exploited by the developer, right? And
Wow.
that one was similar to how these games work, but with one really big difference, that on games like Tether King, you're putting USDT or BNB in, and when all the BNB is gone, the game is over, right? There's no function to actually play the game for, say they have a downturn and people investing into the game, then, and these ROI style games. The contract just drains to 0 and that's
So
it.
where do you get
over.
to the island? Which bubble do you pick? Bubble Wars?
You go to Bubble Fun, and then you go to Bubble War. This one down here.
Oh,
Then you
okay.
you name your island, and then you enter the camp. And then you have all these other people playing it. See, so you can actually you can war with them as well. So you can actually attack other people as well. But I haven't done that yet. I'm still building my base secretly, becoming a legend. Yeah. So the problem with Tether King, the game's going to end. You're going to get a really high APR, and then after 1 month, the contract's going to drain to 0. 10% of the players are going to win. 90% are going to lose all their money. And of course, there's a place in crypto for that kind of project, but I don't want to put it on SuiDex because I don't want to see 90% of people lose their money. Because what would happen then would be the price of Victory would go up really high for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then they'd realize that the game is over and the whole thing would crash. So the idea has to be to build something that's fun, can grow, you can add on top of it, and it rewards people for playing. For example, I'm getting rewards in this game. You earn the bub coin and you earn bubbles from building up these drills which you place there as well. And you can go to war and fight other islands, and then you can earn from them that way as well. For Potato Land, I'm earning with my staked NFTs. They're earning me these assets every day. If I wanted to, I could sell them. So I can come to the gold. Sorry, I just removed this. I can come to sell. I can say I wanted to sell like 100 gold, and I'd sell it into their coin. And that gets me $1, right? So you can profit from their in-game economy, and it doesn't have to go to 0. Even if all of the in-game coins lost 90% of their value, which can happen in crypto, right? We've seen it many times. The game can still be played. The team can still build on it. They can still continue development to bring new and exciting things to it. So I think that's the key for how I want to plan this the build for the next thing for Victory. I'm not saying it's going to be a game, but that's the base of it. It has to be built to continue to be added on.
See, that's why we're wanting to do that with Tree, because starting off with the garden battles, that's a quick and easy game that you can actually profit off of, and then getting into Arboretum, to where it's a game to where you can build, get rewards out of it, and continue to profit off of it to where it doesn't drain out. We just felt like that was really important to do something like that.
Yeah, exactly right. For me, like Potato Land is a little bit too complex now. Like there's so much that I just don't understand about the game. Like if you come to like even like little places, like you come to this one, it's got all these charms and upgrades for these things. I don't know what they're for. You can come to this guy, he's going to give you like tasks. You can come to their
I'm just trying to figure out how to name my base on Bubble Wars.
Yeah. Like there's all this stuff going on. Like there's so much going on with Potato Land now. It is mental. And then back to your mint on trees. When Potato Land launched, so now these NFTs are worth like 300 to 500 Sui each, I think, like the combined ones, like this one. So they're quite expensive. When they launched their lands, they sold all of their lands for something like $10 or $15 each. Really cheap. And it worked because people saw that the price was affordable and they just minted really fast.
Well, and that's another reason why we slashed the price of the NFTrees in half, man. We just want it to be affordable to get people in to where they can see that we're getting them off with a game. And then we're wanting to have it to where we continue to build in Arboretum. It's not going to be one release and we're done. Shoot, my 7-year-old's like, Dad, we need chainsaws. We need log skidders. We need all kind of things. And I'm like, yes, we need to bring that to Arboretum.
I bet he was, yeah.
Yes. Richie, how do you name your base in this?
I call it Mischief Island, I think, was my base. It should be when you start up, it asks you to open a base and name it. Share your screen. Let's get you set up. Let's see if it works. Oh, you already opened it. Okay, but you never named it? Huh.
It never asked me to.
Your name should be in. Go to raid. And then zoom in on the middle one. That's you.
Oh, I did name it SUI TREE.
There you go. Can you see my island? My one's called Mischief Island.
I see Wrecked Village. Yeah, there you are. Bottom left, right there.
Nice. Yeah. So now what you want to do is, now you have your island. And this has so there's lots mine. So your town hall and gold mine, your gold mine makes you gold every day, and you need gold to upgrade things. And your town hall, the more you level up, the more you can build. So what I'd recommend is getting your gold mine leveled up. So if you click on gold mine, you're going to need to spend gold and bubbles and bub. Yeah, and you should have some gold balance at the top. But maybe how much gold? Yeah, you got 5.1 thousand gold. So, but it says you can't upgrade it. Maybe you need to upgrade your town hall first. So you click on that floating town hall. Letting you do that. Have you got any bub?
Not let me.
Have you got any bubbles or bub?
Let's see. I think I do. Let's go back. See, I've got 806 bubbles and 678 bub.
Oh, you'll need more bubbles, I think. Oh, you got rubber ducky, huh?
Yeah. And also, there's going to be a tree hero cosmetic for this game coming up too.
Nice. Yeah, so I really like the Bubble Wars, actually. And I don't want to just copy what they did, because that's completely useless in SUI. Like, we all need to build with our own unique kind of vision, right?
Right.
What I like about it is that it's quite sustainable. It's still emissionly. It's like they're emitting bub and bubbles to people who are playing it. But the entry for it is quite SUI based as well. So if you really want to advance in this, you're going to have to use exterior funds to build it quicker. And they have P2P, so you can actually attack other people. I like that about it. So when I think about something for Victory, it would be something that can use Victory as an entrance, but then while the game is running, the Victory is used for upgrades, but then the Victory would be burned. So it's reducing the supply. There's no point to use Victory as like the payment for buying things, because then that would just mean that there'd be a wallet holding a lot of Victory coin that then, say, to pay for development or staff or whatever, it'd have to sell the Victory, which doesn't make any sense, right? So it would have to be some part funded through SUI and through Victory. And whatever Victory is spent in the game or in the platform would have to be 100% burned. It's the best way I can think to use it. And then rewarding out Victory as well through the game process.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I don't know, could he even be a lazy clicker? So I'm still thinking about it all.
We've been kicking around a couple of things, man. There's a person we're talking to about another nature game to add into Tree. We've got a couple of ideas. The biggest thing is whatever games that we put in, we definitely don't want them to drain out. We want it to be able to keep going. I mean, that's the core concept we're going in. But it's like, do we require 5 million Tree to play? Yes. Why do we do that? Because if you're going to come in at longevity into Tree, we want to be able to give you access to all the products that we're going to put out, because what's going to happen is after the NFTrees mint out, if you got it in your wallet, you got it staked, and you have access to the games, we're not gonna 3 months down the road go, hey, by the way, now you got to have this to be able to get in. No, we're not going to do that. We just we want to get you in the front door, and then you can enjoy everything we put out after that.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good plan.
Did you ever do SUI and S for SuiTrump?
It's on the list. I think Mr. Furley was saying he was gonna help me with it, but I'm not sure if he set it up or not. I haven't seen it. It's on the list. Shall we talk about Topaz?
Yes, I'll bring it up.
Yeah. So we're gonna move over to, I guess, Binance Smart Chain. Dun dun dun. Did you watch Aaron's AMA?
No, I did not. Did you?
No. It was at 2 a.m. for me, so I missed it.
Here, I'm going to give you the screen back, and you walk us through Topaz. How about that?
Okay. You trying to set up your bubble land?
Yes, I am. I don't want you to see the secret C-Tree base.
Oh, yeah. C-Tree. See, the thing as well with the Bubble Wars is you can attack other people, but I haven't done it yet. Because I think the way it works is that once you attack, that's it. You're attacking. You know, you can be attacked yourself, but if you've never attacked anyone, then no one can actually touch you.
So how soon did you get into Clash of Clans? I was day one.
I played it a little bit. I was never too into it. I like that Fallout game, the one where you had like the Fallout shelter.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I like that one. Like those kind of games, like I love. Or like even go back to things like Civilization, Age of Empires. Like they were great. But the Clash of Clans model has proven to be more viral than just a typical, Command and Conquer or Age of Empires style game. Like people seem to like upgrading and waiting and leaderboards and all these kind of things. So they definitely have the model down. It's probably the most viral game ever made. That or Flappy Bird, right?
Man, we should do a Flappy Tree.
Flappy Tree, yeah. I did that before for the poop collection of NFTs. We had a Flappy Poop. That was quite fun.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen, but you need to put that up.
There you go.
All right, so I'm in depth to start with. So let's talk about depth first, actually. Can be easier. So depth. So depth was a sacrifice coin to go into the Topaz SAC, which is now 100% fully closed, 100% filled. Congratulations to the team at Topaz for filling the sacrifice. A huge win in a bear market, I think, to get $750,000 of value into the sacrifice. So depth was one of the tokens, and we also had the G Blue was another of the sacrifice tokens, which also went in. And finally, the other one was USDC, and it was all done on abstract. So if I just find Topaz, let's go here. Then we have Topaz. Oh, I'm sharing my tab. Hang on, I need to share again. Share tab. Okay. So the Topaz, we can come in here. You can see the sacrifice and filled $750,000 filled, which is 150 million VE Topaz has been secured now by the community. So what I found interesting from all these is the bottom numbers, which would be the global sacrifice rate. So from all of this, the USDC sacked was $42,000, which is good. Initially, when the sale first opened, I think there was only about under $10,000 in the USDC sack. But people started putting more into it, which is great to see. So it built up to 42,000, which is important for a lot of the big work that's going to have to be done for the DEX in the future. Marketing, I think. I don't know what Aaron's going to do with the funds, but I'm imagining would be things like supplying liquidity, setting up liquidity for tokens to seed the liquidities, and marketing, because you're fighting against pancake swaps. So it's the It's the big boy DEX. It's the big boy chain, right? Binance Smart Chain. So
I'll tell you what's exciting to see, man,
yeah.
is they're already aggregating into the scanners on BNB because there's some X listings already talking about how they're new and upcoming.
No, that's great. Good news. So then we have GBlue. $386,000 of GBlue was sacrificed, which is very interesting because we do know that GBlue is going to have liquidity pool on Topaz, and that's super exciting. It means that we're going to have a really thick pool of liquidity on Topaz for GBlue.
Oh yes,
so definitely getting yourself GBlue now might be the play of the year. So then to depth, there was 500,000 depth, which is $321,000 market value at 60 cents per depth of depth token. And that was 232 wallets. So overall, blazing success, very good fill of the pre-sale. Into the tokens then. So the first one, so then depth, I think we were all kind of expecting this, that after the sacrifice phase was over, the price of depth was probably going to come down in the short term because it was being valued at 60 cents during the sacrifice phase. So that means, if we're here on depth here, so it's come back down from a 60 cent valuation that it was at for the SAC, and it's kind of come down quite a bit to the 40 cent mark. Now, predictions for where it's going to go in the short term, I have no idea because it's a very unpredictable chart, as you can see. We've had dumps of 40% followed by pumps of 200%, and then dump back down 30%, and then dump down 60%, followed by a pump of 130%. And then the next day, basically, it's come back down 20%. So it's really up and down. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
So in terms of where it's going to go, not sure. But Aaron has said he's going to continue to build for depth. So that's good news. And then they burned a bunch of depth as well.
$215,000 worth.
Okay. So did they burn all of it? Like
yes.
The whole 535,000 was burned?
Wow. It's somewhere around there. It was ridiculous how much they burned.
Let me find it on X. Let's see. Blue. What is it again? Blue BNB or GBlue? GBlue.
Yeah.
Can I ever remember the Twitter name? Yeah, GBlue now. Blue BNB, GBlue, blue. Let me see. Where's their burn? Oh, Aaron's on holiday, it seems. Is that on a beach?
No, that's his new place.
Oh, nice. Looks nice.
He's West Coast Canada now, apparently.
Ah. We just burned 428,000 depth. Yep, so they burned a lot of depth straight to the burn address. What's the market value on that then? That's insane. 428,000. Yeah, so people could say as they want about the about the inflationary nature of debt protocol, but when you have a developer which is going to decide, when, how to say this, who in DeFi would have $321,000 worth of token value in their hands and then turn around the next day and 100% burn that into nothing for the community? I guess this is a 1 in a million personality, or 1 in a million developer. You take all your scam developers you see on Solana or across BNB, if you give them $321,000 worth of value, how much do you think they're going to give back to the people by just burning it into nothing? It's very rare to see this kind of development plan, right? Where it's growth focused. It's not trying to get himself paid from this. So very nice gesture for depth, and I think it's something that people who are holding depth and using Depth Vault should kind of understand, that this is a gem of a platform to have a developer behind it that's going to be acting in such a amazing way for the platform. So that's great. So GBlue has come down to $20, holding quite strong, right? Because I think it was at 25.
Yes. 25, 26 bucks, I think.
Yeah, so it's holding quite nicely. Here's GBlue. So I think my prediction, let's give some predictions on token prices. Why not? This will be fun. I think in the short term, GBlue is going to do pretty much this. It's going to come down a wee bit, and then I think it's going to kind of just do this, depending on how long it takes. I mean, this is going to August, which is not, this is not an Iron timescale. Iron is fast. So I guess we need to zoom in a bit more.
Yeah, zoom into the 1 minute.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Now, actually, you got 1 second on there. Yeah, that's more appropriate.
We'll go 15 minute, because I think we'll see the platform. I think we'll see Topaz launch in around about 2 or 3 weeks is my prediction for launch. So we'll go to like an hourly. Yeah, that works better. Okay, so we're going up to the middle of May. So I think we'll see generally this kind of behavior until Topaz, and as we get a launch date for Topaz, then we'll start to see all-time high for GBlue, is what I predict for GBlue. For depth, I'm not sure. I think it still needs to come down a bit more. Probably, I mean, this has been hit once, twice, thrice. So this could be a zone where depth might be coming to in the long term, as we see. I think for depth, like some important things that people put value on is, oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong one, is it's been hit 3 times here on depth, 1, twice, thrice. So we could see it come to around about the 25-cent mark in the short term. Something that people on Abstract give a lot of value to depth for is their XP points, which I'm not really sure about it, because I'm not an airdrop hunter for the Abstract portal AWS wallet thing. But people put a lot of weight on the fact that depth can get you XP points for this fabled Abstract airdrop. So that's definitely one thing that's holding depth in strong foundation. Is still top 4 trading token on the entirety of Abstract. Oh, top trading token and number 4 on Abstract today, and it has been for weeks. So we might not get the prices I'm looking for depth, because personally, what I want is I want this to go to the next one. I want the, what's the next, what's the one up from Abyssal? It is
the one that sounds like a suit of armor.
Yeah. What is it again? Oh, Haydal, that's it. Up to Haydal. Right.
Grab the Haydal. It's time to fight.
Yeah, but to get to Haydal, I need 20,700 depth, right? So I mean, I still have quite a long-term mindset for depth, for passive income. So that's today's prices. To get to Haydal, I need to drop another $7,094 into debt protocol to get upgraded to this one, which I think you're in the same boat, right? Your next tier would be up to Haydal, right?
Yeah.
Plus, to get to Haydal, I would need then to sacrifice 3,750 depth to get the sacrifice, and 31 GBlue as well. So this is an insane amount of money. 24,000 plus 31 GBlue. You're talking 10 grand or more at the moment to get up to Haydal. But we can do this. So we can enter the draw for upgrade. For our draw at the moment, 6 entries are in. I have 1 ticket so far in this. So at the moment, what I'm doing with depth is I've got like a 50-50 strategy. 50% I'm holding of my earned depth to roll into the draw to try and get up to Haydal.
Yeah.
And 50% I'm selling into USDC. Because I think it's worth it. Because if you get that 1 win, right, it's a 1 in 25 chance for each ticket you hold to get the win on it. this is filling quite fast. So I think the raffle will end by the end of definitely by the end of the next week. And then get up to that, then your earned goes from currently, what's that, 361 depth a day, $140, $150 at today's prices, currently earning on depth. It would go from that up to 904 depth a day, which is nice. What's that? 904 depth a day. Yeah, then you're talking $350 a day. I think that's the play for depth. So definitely,
Yeah.
if depth does decide.
What's your net position on depth right now? You getting good on your progress?
Yeah, almost there. What we got, like $700 to go. There we go. 6,200 spent,
Great.
5,500 claimed, 700 left. So it's about time to maybe go deeper.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm thinking if we do get these prices, this is the time to definitely get into the draws and try and win your bigger position, and then we'll see what else is he going to cook or focus on for growth for depth, and if we can come back up here or even settle around about the 40 cent mark would be incredible income.
And if ETH recovers, then the price of depth should go up even more, right?
Yeah. There's a couple events that'll be happening for depth though, so it would be some of the liquidity is going to be taken to Topaz for depth, which will lead to even more volatile token in the short term, I think, as well. So there's some events coming up for depth, which makes it really hard to predict where it's going to go.
Right.
GBlue, I think, is really simple. What's your opinion on GBlue? What do you think is going to happen?
I think GBlue is going to go down, probably go sideways for a little while, and then once people realize there's a LP for it on Topaz, I think we'll get a nice pump out of it personally.
I think it's going to go bananas, really. And
I would not be surprised to see some type of special incentives. I mean, with that being Aaron's decks, like you do with SuiTrump with your own decks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I would not be surprised to see it. Oh, what are we drawing here?
It's a banana. What do you think it is, Peter?
Okay, there we go.
Jesus, Peter. What else do you think it was drawn?
Well, looked like a telephone.
Yeah, it's a telephone. Yeah, it's just a banana and some apples. It's an apple, another apple. There.
Yes.
And then we have Topaz. So Topaz is going to be very interesting because there's a lot that people. I don't think people fully understand everything about how Topaz is going to work. Because the way I think I understand it is there's not going to be any liquid Topaz on the initial launch. It's got to be farmed, right?
Right.
So this is an interesting part about the launch. So all of these tokens for the sacrifice event, which are for VE Topaz, are locked. They're locked. You can earn on them or you can sell them on a marketplace, but that's P2P, or like it's you're selling to another person, essentially. You're not they don't sell and then unlock their VE Topaz, right?
Yeah, you can basically sell it on OpenSea or something like that.
Yeah, but you can't can you unlock the NFT and get the Topaz out?
No.
Yeah, so it'd be like I sold you my NFT, you give me market value or the value that we decide on for it, and then that's how you would sell your locked position. But it's not like you can dump it on the open market. You can only sell the NFT version of it, which will affect token price, but in a different way. So that's quite bullish for the launch. And then with the actual tokenomics, let's have a look. Liquid, so there's going to be 50 million liquid Topaz, freely transferable tokens, distributed at launch for initial liquidity and ecosystem bootstrapping. Okay, and then Team Topaz, which is VE, not liquid, and airdrop. So 50 million, that's it. And then we farm it. I'm excited. You excited?
Yes, because I've seen them talk about some dexes like this before, like Aerodrome,
Yeah.
how fast the value of the token went up, and I'm like, wow, yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah. So if we go, there've been a few. The biggest one, Aerodrome, yeah. So because of their model, you can see like in particular their TVL has been extremely stable
Yeah,
over the long term. We come to Aero token.
I mean, even with a big position, Richie, in Topaz, the voting and the rewards you should get off that will be great.
Yes, they are. So this is Aerodrome's full token price. It's pretty strong. It's very stable. 427 million. Yeah, $1 million market cap. And other ones which have existed before, though, this is the difference of the model, right? Or the chain it's on. So we have SwapX. SwapX was on Sonic. It was also VE33. But you can see that it just didn't, it had the launch, the really nice launch and a good pump after launch. But then, of course, Sonic Chain failed. So with the failure of Sonic Token and Sonic Chain, it's really down into a bad place now with only 61,000 market cap now for, you know, it's one of the largest dexes on Sonic. So Sonic is in the shitter. So that's why that went wrong. Other
Wow.
ones which I've used before. So Thena, is it Thena? Yeah. Thena's on Binance Smart Chain, but it's almost 3 years old at this point. So it launched, had a nice pump, quite stable. Another second pump. I think this is where they made some platform improvements and it's kind of come down. Equal is another, there are a bunch of VE33. Equalizer on, but it's also on Sonic. This is on Base as well. How's this one done? That's bad. Again, big pump. Initially, they seem to do really well initially, and then it's of course on the development team if they continue to be successful or not. But I think definitely the one that's outperformed everything is Aero for the stand-up most successful VE33 platform in all of crypto. Probably is Aerodrome with their Aero token. So if we can, for example, if they launched, say on CoinGecko, when they listed, they were like 5 cents listed. And then from their 5 cents, probably they actually launched at a much cheaper price, but they got onto CoinGecko at 5 cents. And then they went up to $2, all-time high, $2.10. Like that's incredible.
Richie, listen to this question. What's your best advice for someone just watching now and learning about Topaz? What should they buy, invest in tonight? They aren't interested in getting into depth, but want to be involved in Topaz. I would say buy G Blue for right now and then get ready to set up an LP. That's what I'd say do.
Yeah. I'll get rid of the banana. Hang on. Go back to the chart. Who drew a banana? Ridiculous.
Coming up next on SuiTrump, the banana game.
Yeah, banana drawing competition.
The peanut butter jelly guy out there dancing.
Yeah, Brett, I would probably agree that you want to look at G Blue because it's going to G Blue is actually a Binance Smart Chain token. It was bridged over to Abstract for the launch of Arboritum. So we didn't look at Arboritum, but Arboritum is also a VE33 model, which is what Aaron based the architecture of Topaz on. So this is Arboritum's chart. Very, very, it's the wrong way around, of course. And it's a very identical model to Aerodrome. But he says from the launch of Arboritum, they listed, of course, they had a pump before they listed on CoinGecko. But what they show is a very, very down chart. And he said he learned a lot from that. And he's made different dynamic improvements for how they launch the Topaz coin. But I would say looking into G Blue is a good idea because we know 100% that G Blue is going to have a BNB and G Blue pair on Topaz. It's Topaz's developer's own coin as well as G Blue. So like Peter says, he's going to favor G Blue for giving higher emission, higher rewards, and for people who are also going to add liquidity to the G-Blue and BNB liquidity pair. If you want to go a little bit more high risk, you can also look at a coin which he made last year called Book of Binance. So this is a meme coin. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. And this, Aaron has mentioned in AMAs a few times, saying that he'd like to also give liquidity position and yield rewards to Book token because it's also one of his coins on the Binance Smart Chain. But there's no confirmation on this one, so it is a little bit speculative. So you need to kind of buy with the expectation that it might get listed or it might not.
I actually went ahead and bought some Book and the Bus token. Remember that token?
Oh, Bus, yeah, I remember Bus. But yeah, Book did incredible last year. It went up 2,500% in the space of a month. But then, of course, came down the same in like 1 month. It came down about 80%. So it was very, very fun. So, and it's a meme coin, so the supply hasn't gone up at all. So it'll be interesting to see if he is going to be interested in getting this onto Topaz. He has mentioned it, so, but it's not 100% confirmed. But this is quite a good bet. And then things just getting your BNB USDT, Bitcoin USDT, ETH USDT, these will all be incentivized for the Topaz as well, because it's going to be competing with PancakeSwap. You need to think like, what are PancakeSwap's biggest liquidity pairs? And you kind of have to reflect that so that you can also compete with them for getting trades routed through. So all of the big coins on Binance Smart Chain would be where I would also think just get a little exposure to them so that you can pair them up in liquidity and also earn. But first step, buy G-Blue, I think is it's a no-brainer, right? No-brainer.
Oh, there's the Bookman himself.
Bookman. G-Blue and Book are two great buys before Topaz launch. Yeah, see? There you go. So your question has now been answered, Brett. Go buy some Book right now.
Aaron, what about Bus token as well?
Yeah, what about Bus? Bus. Have to find the contract address, I think. What was it called again? Moon. It's not Moon Yield, was it? It was.
No, it was Book USD. Go to
Book USD and MUSD, right?
You can go to Book Meme BSC. It's got the contract there.
Nice.
Yep,
That's the contract.
Bus
that's
token.
the contract for. But that's not oh, that's Book Yield. Borrow with Book. This is the Book contract address, though, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I have
Aaron,
Book already.
Put the Bus contract in the comments, please.
Book USD. Oh, here we go. I'm here. I got it. Okay, so we have Bud. Bud's still $1. I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah.
Nice. This was a crazy platform. This was like, this never knew what was going to happen with this. You'd log in like one day, be like, wow, it's amazing. Then the next day, oh my God, what's happening?
Yes.
So Stability Pool still pays 196% APR. Yeah, here's Bus. Okay. Bus is going up. Look at that. Interesting.
Yeah, Bus was 14 cents at one time, I think.
$0.14. The price is kind of messed up though. Oh, that's market cap. That's why. Price. 0.004 cents at the moment. Currently.
The all-time high for Bus is 80 cents.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so for Book, you just contract address. Then you can, at the moment, you can buy it on PancakeSwap, but you're soon going to be able to buy it on Topaz. So I think this one as well. Book is still a pretty good market cap. Of course, I think Book's all-time high was what, like 2 million? No, 10 million, wasn't it? $10 million market cap. Yeah, it went really high for
it was up there.
The Book token. Yeah, and it's already starting to move as well as people find out more about it, but there's still a long way to go. So it's still very early to get yourself some Book and prepare. If we go to a smaller time frame, start to see maybe some move. Yeah, so you can see it is starting to move from the start of last month. This is, yeah, it's already 129% up since the Topaz announcement sort of started getting momentum.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, Book also. Why else besides the possibility? Book is a meme coin, fixed supply, and it is on Binance Smart Chain, made by the developer Aaron of Topaz. So definitely it's a good one to watch, because if he's making an entire DEX on the Binance Smart Chain, then most probably Book will be involved. GBlue is a token on... GBlue is quite complex. How would you explain GBlue, Peter?
Oh, God. Well, let's see. Started on BNB, took a journey over to Abstract, was a part of the Arborium. What is Arborium? A DApp. And then you could farm in an LP on there. And now we're journeying back to BNB with GBlue to earn there.
Yeah. And like behind so people just see GBlue as like a token, like a meme coin, but it's not. It's a self-rebasing coin. By holding GBlue, you're already getting compounded value on your GBlue, because it's the wrap version of Blue token, which is the self-rebasing coin. It's too I don't know, Brett, to explain it in like an elevator pitch is very difficult. But basically, as GBlue, not Blue, even though they're the same thing, imagine if you had Bitcoin and then you could wrap your Bitcoin, but the original Bitcoin is already auto-compounding for you, earning you more Bitcoin. So then by being a GBlue, you're able to like trade it and use it in many different places as just a fixed amount of coins. But in the background, it's actually compounding itself and growing, is how I would explain GBlue. But I might be wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Basically, it's an auto rebase token in just the Blue token on BNB, but when it was just on BNB, you could convert it to SBlue and stake it. But then he had it where you could put it into what's called GBlue for governance. And it had some kind of a scale on it to where it was like 1 GBlue equals X number of Blue token. So that's pretty much how it was.
Yeah. And now with Topaz, you're going to be able to take the GBlue, bridge it from Abstract back to Binance Smart Chain. It's like it's coming home, kind of.
Yeah. Now, Bus is not more complex, man.
Bus is way more complex.
Well, it was kind of like with Book. It was more like the Jerry Springer show. I mean, it was like...
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Let's see. So this, Brett, this was the no, not bookmeme.com. Let's see.
See, there should be a book of Aaron at this point for all these coins, so people can write encyclopedia of Aaron.
So Brett, this was the site, and you would log into here to get to do the Book USD. And basically, what you would do, you would take your Book token, you would borrow against it, And then once you borrowed against it, you would put it in the stability pool, and the APR that it would pay out would be in this reward token down here called BUS. And then when you staked your BUS token, you earned some of the fees off people taking out loans to interact with all this. So that's how it worked.
And it still works.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, there. See, 1 G blue is 53 blue at launch. It was 1 for 1.
Wow. So then what's the blue chart like?
Let's see. Yeah, there's the that's market cap.
This is interesting. I think
Yeah.
having it as G blue is just simpler to understand for people as well.
Yeah, because on here, if you go to the blue site, let's see, let's go over here. So this is the site for blue. And basically what would happen is you would go right here. You would buy it. Well, no. Yeah, that's right. You got to swap here. So you would swap BNB to blue, and then you simply went here and staked it, and then that way you would earn. So yeah.
Yeah, so the race is on basically to buy up the G blue.
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
I can tell you this, Brett, talking about BUS token, I'm going to be buying some because on here, this is the reward token. It was 80 cents when Book USD was really kicking along, but it's not going to take much to pump the price on this, like not much at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to buy some probably in the morning. Yeah, that's been bottomed out since summer of last year. But if they're going to have an LP on Topaz, that'll be great.
Yeah.
There's only 4.75 BNB it shows in the LP right now. Oh yeah. Now it's going to be a situation where with all the different investing strategies that maybe LP providing on Topaz might not be as profitable.
I don't think so. I think Topaz will be the
Topaz is where you want to park it, man.
Yeah. Because it's real yield, it's concentrate liquidity yield that you're going to be earning with Topaz. So for example, if say you have some USDT and BNB kicking around, or USDT and BNB kicking around, you can add it into concentrate liquidity on Topaz. And because it's got a really modern and efficient model for trading and getting a better price, once it's aggregated onto Binance Smart Chain, just like on Sui, if someone's going to be trading and swapping, and Topaz has a more efficient model than Binance than PancakeSwap, is going to automatically route through Topaz anyway, with no bias towards what they, where it should go through. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to do that, and that means that by holding your USDT and BNB just sitting in a range on Topaz, you're going to be earning that already. Say then if Aaron decides, I want to incentivize the BNB USDT pool, then it gets incentivized with extra Topaz rewards as well. So you'll be earning the concentrate liquidity yield and you'll be getting Topaz coin. Then, of course, for the people that were in the sacrifice and the airdrop, they have the locked version of the coin. and they're going to be earning their share of the fees which are made by the success of the trades which are going through the Topaz DEX.
Well,
Yep.
it's like you've said it and I've said it before, Richie. Real world yield is everything. Everything.
Yeah. Exactly. Compound and Vault would be better. BNB parent could hold it back in V. Yeah, well, I mean, Aaron's had compound. Aaron is the auto compounder master. Like, he made his first auto compounder like 2021 or 2021. I remember for Bomb token, there was a auto compounding infrastructure. So he has all of that in his back pocket. He can whip up a auto compounding vault in probably 1 minute at this point.
Wow.
So definitely auto compounding options on Topaz. I think I can guarantee probably they will exist. I mean, you have auto compounders for G Blue already. It's the same Solidity EVM structure. So I think definitely you will see.
Even the redheaded stepchild of DeFi, MSS. I'm claiming off of MSS right now.
Oh yeah. Mint stake share.
Still works.
How much you got?
100 million.
You got 100 million deposited. Wow.
Yeah.
So you just compound it.
Yeah.
This man. What's your throttle?
10%.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think MSS has been mentioned though at all for the.
No, it would be tough to do it because it's a taxable token.
Yeah, exactly. This should just be relaunched when the bull market starts going. This should be relaunched. It's my
yes. Yes, you hear that, Aaron? Relaunch, baby.
Relaunch it. Make a new one.
That'd be right on time. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to almost 15 cents before. Now look, see, we say that, and there he goes with that crap. Man, don't start this, Aaron.
Relaunch. Launch it, Aaron. Do it.
Yes, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yes, please.
So anything else going on in the crypto world? Any other alpha?
Nah, man. NFTrees, man. NFTrees May the 4th. That's the biggest thing right now. I really want to get these minted out. Really want to get the games out and just kind of circling back to what we said earlier, man. That the key to it is, whether it's SuiDex in the world of SuiTrump or in the world of Tree, man, we our team wants these games to where you can have real revenue off of it. The key to it is that it doesn't dry up and blow away. We want to have it to where it's sustainable and to where it's fun. I mean, it's not going to be a Fortnite style game, but it's at least something to do online while we're trying to chum it out through this bear market, you know?
Yeah.
And the exciting part is once everything mints out, we'll do one hell of a buy on Tree, get that price up there, lock it into LP on SuiDex, and man, then people can really enjoy some good price appreciation on that. That's really the end goal on it, to make sure we can get a higher price, make it sustainable, and then provide everybody with some nice games to where we can do it. It's all these NFTrees are going to be, they're all unique. They're all different. So really looking forward to it. We put a lot of time and effort into this. G Blue took off when it went cross chain. Tree and SuiTrump should get gauges on Topaz.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd have to bridge it, and then maybe, I don't know if you can rename it a bridge to like wrapped SuiTrump or Yellow Trump.
How much is NFT? I want to make sure I have saved some Sui DCM. They are going to be $25 a piece. That's how much they're going to be.
This is pretty cool. Let me
Yeah,
show
if
this.
you buy multiple NFTrees, Brett, you can definitely strategize with them. Absolutely. Wonder how good the resale market's going to be on them, Richie. That'd be interesting to see.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, if you put up my screen, this is like this is kind of an example of what's going on in the crypto world right now, like how everything's kind of working. It says someone vibe coded a live tool to try and guess Satoshi's private keys. So this is a vibe coded tool where you just continually click pull to try and guess Satoshi's private key to try and take all his Bitcoin essentially, right? So then you get the question of, what are the odds? So Grok's answer: the odds per spin in that tool are 1 in 5.27 times 10 over 72, as it shows. A full random Bitcoin private key search is... He sums it up basically saying it's impossible. You'd need more energy than the sun outputs over the universe's lifetime to have a realistic shot.
Hey.
But people are going, like, this is basically what's happening all over the crypto space right now. People are just trying to hack every single tiny piece of infrastructure all across anywhere they can with AI. It's going to be, it's good. It's great for crypto that this is happening, I think, because it means that a year from now, everything is going to be so hardened to any kind of small exploit. Like if you have any small vulnerability or carelessness inside of your protocol, then it's going to be exploited. So it just means that everyone has to level up, like how serious they take their security and their safety.
That's a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing.
Got to be done. This is what drives the whole thing forward, basically.
I think, Richie, a live stream coming up, it'd be good to show people ways on how to get their money from EVM to SUI, just so we can teach people how to bridge over. I know showing a couple of people how to use Rocket Money, things like that. They were like, "Whoa!" Yeah. I've got a video. Let's see, let me find the link. I'll share it in the comments about how to bridge over. You guys are watching, want to know? Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, I'd still say Rocket is the best.
Oh, Rocket's outstanding.
Yeah, for SUI definitely, it's the best way. I mean, it can go anywhere though. Rubik, I use Rubik, but I don't know if Rubik does SUI. But like you said as well, just Coinbase straight into SUI as well, right?
Yeah. Brett, absolutely. There'll be a guide. Monday, we're going to focus on getting them minted out. And then after that, we'll definitely go on, have a guide. And I'm sure Richie and I'll do a live that Thursday to talk about it much deeper.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. My wife's home today, actually. It's a holiday. So I think I should go give her some attention.
You better, man.
Make her some lunch or something. She'll be happy. Cool.
How's the bar doing?
Yeah, all good. It's a long weekend here for the Labor Day. So it's Friday off, Saturday off, Sunday off, Monday off for most people. In China, they don't give many working, like planned holidays in China. Just everyone gets the same time off. So they have like a week-long holiday in October. They have 2 weeks off generally on Chinese New Year. They get like 4-day holidays broken up over the course of the year as well, which means generally when there's a holiday, everyone is off at the same time.
There was I thought about you the other day, man. They're getting ready to sell my wife's parents' house. Mm-hmm. So before my father-in-law passed, he had quite the liquor collection in the house. So we inherited all that. I looked at my wife and said, "My God, are you trying to throw a huge party or something like that?" So some of that stuff I'd never even heard of. I was like, man, I'm going to ask Richie what some of this stuff is.
Mm-hmm. I might know. Good try.
Do your bartenders wear that helmet that trains AI?
No, they finished that one, and I guess there could be a robot that's walking into the bar any day now to take over the bartender's job.
Good grief.
Probably. I mean, stuff here is getting wild. I have there's a big Volkswagen factory in Hefei where I live. So it
Yeah.
takes there were last year about 8,000 Germans in the city, all working in the Volkswagen factory, and their aim was to try and create an electric car which can compete in Europe with the Chinese electric cars, because already in Europe now you're seeing a lot more Chinese EVs popping up, but they kind of failed. So now they're winding down the factories in the whole of China for Volkswagen. So you're seeing like a population of like 8,000 Germans coming down to like 200 probably in the next year.
Wow.
And I was just chatting to some of the employees, and we were comparing, Chinese cars to European cars, which I think European cars are quite similar to American cars, but American cars are like more powerful, I guess. They're like bigger and more angular. European cars are a little bit more finessed, but both kind of go on a lot of function. But then Chinese cars are so different because it's like buying a phone for them. They don't put any value on the secondhand market for cars. They'll buy a car, drive it till it's turned into trash, and then just buy another new car. They just buy new. So all these new Chinese cars, it's like walking into you're inside like a phone almost. It's unbelievable. It's just massive iPads everywhere, all kind of functions. You can just speak Chinese and your car does things for you. A lot of them are now completely like self-driving. And even they have a big market for rental of electric bikes, like electric scooters,
Yeah.
which you can rent. But even them now as well, you pay like 10 cents, you can rent an electric bike for about an hour. When you put your phone on it, it connects to the Bluetooth, and then your phone map where you want to go connects to the electric scooter, and the map generates on the dashboard of this 10 cents electric scooter. You can plug your Bluetooth in it to play music. You can take a call on it. It's incredible just how fast and convenient they make digital technology with their vehicles and things.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I always get amazed by I don't know if it would work in Europe. I don't know if people really want that.
Yeah, we're still jacked up trucks and loud stereos here.
Exactly right. Like people seem to prefer that in the West, but in China they really go for the super everything really formed into like your phone. Like your phone essentially just links to everything that you're doing continuously all the time.
Yeah, that's not a popular thing here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a big fan. But it works. I mean, you can't
never
go anywhere
noticed
here
the
without
pink
your phone.
head behind you. Who is that?
Oh, that's just a sculpture.
Oh, okay.
I have some, I don't know if it's going to zoom in. I have Dali. It's the Genetomatron Man. It's a nice Dali painting I like. I've got a portrait of me and some dogs playing pool.
Interesting.
Some stuff.
So I had an interesting career change this week. My full-time job, I'm taking a risk. I resigned from, and I'll be becoming a full-time consulting arborist, and also it's going to allow me to put more focus on crypto during the work week as well. So I'm really excited about that.
Wow, that's a big move.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. But there was a lot of circumstances that came into it, but it just talking to the wife, man, it was the right time. So we're excited. She challenged her. She wants to get involved in crypto as well. So you may see her on here coming up.
Oh, nice. I look forward to it. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
How is her skill base? Would she be coming in from quite novice or?
Oh, should be straight novice. So we'll be on
Oh,
the
that's fine.
screen. It'll be me
That's good.
talking to her, teaching her how to do things. So you guys get ready.
Yeah.
So I don't even know
No-
what her screen name's going to be. She's over there snoring right now. She's asleep.
No
But
more bananas on the chart then.
no, well, she's from New York, so she'd probably laugh at you.
Yeah, good. But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying before. Like we need more new. You can kind of say novice, but I think in crypto it takes you what, like 3 months until you're kind of up to speed with most of how it happened, how things work.
Yeah.
But, you know, people that can learn how everything works and then get interested in it and then tell other people about it. It's what we need on Sui. It needs continuous onboarding of more and more. Also, I think all you can look at any TVL at the moment. It needs more people understanding how it all works.
Well, the other thing is during the week there's several companies in town. They some of these guys, they just don't like banks, and they want to figure out a new way to earn and how to do things. And I've talked to 2 or 3 of them about SuiDex and some of this other stuff, and they're pretty interested in being able to put their money into obviously some of the more secure pairs like Sui USD and things like that. But they still want to hold SuiTrump Tree, all those, get everything going. So it's exciting. It really and truly is.
It's good. As we get to bear, I still think so. I didn't talk about the big prediction for the bigger picture. So I think my prediction actually played out, which I'm quite happy about. Let me share my screen. Yeah.
Would those bankers want wrap Bitcoin? Yep, they probably would. I love to have some wrap Bitcoin now. Right?
Let me see.
Ah,
so my prediction was
the live would not be the same without this, Richie.
Yeah, exactly. So what I said was, I said in April we were going to hit 80,000 Bitcoin. And in April, let me zoom in a bit, we hit 79,600. So we oh wait, did we wicked to 79,400. So we didn't hit 80,000, but we got very, very, very close. And what my prediction was, can't really get a nice turn on this. Yeah. So my prediction was, this was from this very messy chart, sorry, but my prediction was that we were going to hit this and then we were going to roll over. And we actually hit right into my zone, and now we are rolling over. So now there's the old saying, sell in May, go away. I don't know if you've heard that one before.
Oh, yeah.
So generally in a yearly Bitcoin cycle, May is historically always a down month. It's generally seen as, so that's why they always say sell in May, go away. And then people start to get more interested into crypto generally around about the end of summer. So you're talking like August, September time. It's when you see a recovery come from the dip from May. This is historically what happens. So we can probably find evidence of the same actions playing through. We come and try and find a May point. If I can see, is it going to give me a time? No. Was this May? It's not going to give me a date. Oh, this chart's not my friend. See if I can find the date. It's not going to give me here. But this is an example of what happened last cycle. You had the pump up to 48,000, and then you saw it completely, not collapse, but it retraced back to what it was before, and then it collapsed down. So what probably we'll see would be in May, you'll see a retracement back to the before levels. So we'll probably come down slowly to around about here between now and the end of May. And then you will see the final big flush, which will be the bottom call for this bear market, if everything follows. as it has done in the last 3 cycles. If it doesn't follow, then what you would see would be possibly continued growth for Bitcoin. And this was the floor area right here. But my money's still on the one more leg down. My money's still on $40,000 Bitcoin. This is where I think we're going to see. This is what I think. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
I still say it's going to go into the 40s. There's always going to be that big flush at the end, man. You want capitulation, then off we go to the moon, you know?
Yeah, I think so. So usually May is when it happens. Oh, what's happening there?
But I can tell you this: the $40,000 Bitcoin, all these dexes, man, that do real world yield, it's just so key to be in those between now and whenever that happens. That's the whole thing on it. Whoever building in a bear, it's gonna be even greater in a bull.
So you can kind of see it here on CoinGecko. So this was April. It went up to a high, and then in May it dipped down. So in the end of April, it was 66,000, and by the end of April, it was down to 60,000. Right.
Yeah.
So it dipped down about 10%, 8 to 10% there. Come back to April here. This was April. This one in the bear market, it was continuing to rise. We come into 2021, 22. It was, it went April. April was the beginning of the dump in the last cycle. So April 9th, it began, and then it finished in June. So it was a 2-month collapse all the way down to that 20,000 Bitcoin mark. And then finally the rally. But we're very close to getting to this end of the bear market stage, which is really exciting. So we just need to be patient. If you do see a big collapse in prices, don't be worried. Don't be too scared about it all, because if you're holding projects which we talk about, which are continuing to build, say it could be Tree Token, could be SuiTrump, could be Victory, could be G-Blue, the ones we talk, or Topaz when it comes out, the ones we're talking about. The building continues. Of course, if Bitcoin goes down to 40,000, you're going to see all of these tokens lose 30% probably of their market cap. Very shocked. But Aaron says, he says, I'll be shocked if Bitcoin goes under 60K. Would require a real black swan event, in my opinion. Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see. But even if it does happen, it's going to be a short breakdown, because the big topple has already happened. This is the final flush, and it doesn't last long. We're already in May. Say it does happen, that would be recovering 6 months from now, would be probably back where we are today, maybe above it. So it's not too bad, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Really is. I just really want to collect these assets, keep getting this yield. SuiDex, Topaz, all over the place. We'll be good.
I'm still majority stabled up. It's just sitting in a ledger, waiting for the price zone that I want Bitcoin at, which would be the 40 to 50 is where I want to get it. It's my buy zone. And Solana, I want the $15 to $30 Solana.
I've never owned a whole Bitcoin before. I hope to this year.
And I want the 60 cents SUI. That's what I'm looking for. Still looking for it, but I don't know if we'll get that in Solana. That would be incredible to get it down to $30. Would be very nice.
Yeah, I'll definitely crack the champagne this year, man. I'd love to have a whole Bitcoin. Never had one before. That'd be a fun year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice feeling. It gives you that security for the future, because you know if the whole world goes to pot, you know that at least you have one form of, it's like having a gold bar in your house, you know. Like, you know it's going to be useful.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, it's going to have value. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, I'm going to head off.
Yeah, I'm headed to bed.
Nice chatting to you. And send me all the information on Tree, and let's get this on the Tree NFTs, and then let's get this party started.
Yep, I will send that to you in the morning, sir.
Cool. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone.
I need to end the stream, y'all. I didn't realize it didn't do it. Good night, y'all.